What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're gonna continue with the Daily Stoic, and I'll read to you 2 more meditations out of this great book. We're also gonna finish with the current chapter, which is November. Tomorrow, we'll start with a new one. So let's get started. Character is fate. Each person acquires their own character, but their official roles are designated by chance. You should invite some to your table because they are deserving, others because they may come to deserve it. Seneca Moral Letters. In the hiring process, most employers look at where someone went to school, what jobs they've held in the past. This is because past success can be an indicator for future success, but is it always? There are plenty of people who were successful because of luck. Maybe they got into Oxford or Harvard because of their parents. And what about a young person who hasn't had time to build a track record? Are they worthless? Of course not. This is why character is a far better measure of a man or woman, not just for jobs, but for friendships, relationships, for everything. Heraclitus put it as maxim, character is fate. When you seek to advance your own position in life, character is the best lever, perhaps, not in the short term, but certainly over the long term. And the same goes for the people you invite into your life. Who gets the lion's share? Aren't you ashamed to reserve for yourself only the remnants of your life, and to dedicate to wisdom only that time can be directed to business? Seneca, The Brevity of Life. In one of his letters, Seneca tells a story about Alexander the Great. Apparently, as Alexander was conquering the world, certain countries would offer him pieces of their territory in hopes that he'd leave them alone in exchange. Alexander would tell them, writes Seneca, that he hadn't come all the way to Asia to accept whatever they would give him, but instead they were going to have to accept whatever he chose to leave them. According to Seneca, we should treat philosophy the same way in our lives. Philosophy shouldn't have to accept what time or energy is left over from other occupations, but instead we should graciously make time for those other pursuits only once our study is finished. And if real self-improvement is what we are after, why do we leave our reading until those few minutes before we shut off the lights and go to bed? Why do we block off 8 to 10 hours in the middle of the day to go to meetings, but block out no time for thinking about the big questions? The average person somehow manages to squeeze in 28 hours of television per week, but ask them if they had time to study philosophy, and they will probably tell you they're too busy. We were born good. The human being is born with an inclination toward virtue. Masonic Lectures. The notion of original sin has weighted down humankind for centuries. In reality, we were made to help each other and be good to each other. We wouldn't have survived as species otherwise. There is hardly an idea in Stoic philosophy that wouldn't be immediately agreeable to a child or that doesn't jive with common sense. The ideas within it go to the core of who we are and what we know to be true. The only things they conflict with are the various inventions of society, which usually serve some selfish interest more than they benefit the common good. You were born good. All of us have been made by nature, Rufus said, so that we can live free from error and nobly. Not that one can and another can, but all. You were born with the attraction to virtue and self-mastery. If you gotten far from that, you're not out for some inborn corruption, but from a nurturing of the wrong things and the wrong ideas. As Seneca has pointed out, philosophy is a tool to strip it all away, to get back to our true nature. Alright, guys, so as a told you before, we're gonna continue with a new chapter tomorrow. So thank you for joining me today on this video. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye.